Hello, just doing a quick video here on the headlights. I've replaced, we've changed the passing lamps with LEDs just off of Amazon, and the main headlight is still the original Harley one. Here's the original passing lamps, just the halogen bulb, and there's the connector that they had on the bulb. The Amazon lights did come with a connector pigtail, which I didn't need, thank goodness. The factory pigtail will plug into the Amazon bulbs. It doesn't really positively lock in there, but they do go in and just have enough resistance that they're pretty snug. They're not going to fall out. And then there's no guide, so you have to try them and then turn the harness over maybe to get the right polarity, get your positive to positive and everything. And they're quite bright, so I'll just show that real fast here. I'm just going to put this in as well. This is the Amazon made in China LED headlight. The Harley Davidson LED is just, this cost is horrendous, so it's not even an option. It's so high. It's just, I don't know what they're pricing that, but it's just, I don't mind paying more, but that's just like 8 times the cost of this thing. Anyway, it comes with your regular connector, and then it also comes with an adapter too. The Amazon bulb comes with the adapter, which I'll probably end up cutting. It comes with that, which is for the old style, I suppose. Doesn't fit the 2019, so I might cut this off. I have one ordered, a proper adapter harness, but that'll be a couple weeks to get here. I kind of want to do this today, so I'll probably end up cutting this off and making my own adapter harness. But anyway, I'll show you why I'm doing this. The original lights are pretty pathetic. Let's go with the bike here. So there's the original headlight, just your standard halogen. Let's see if the high beams will work too. There's high beam. But here's the passing lamps. So I hope the camera picks that up, but it is night and day between the LED, just the cheap LEDs and the regular factory standard halogen bulb. So even with high beam on. Oh, I see. I didn't know that did that. So high beam shuts off the passing lamps. Huh. Did not know that. And they're back on again. The first bike with passing lamps that I've had. But anyway, definitely change up the center main headlight too, because the LEDs are a huge improvement. Definitely more noticeable. Like the center headlights, it's a light, but it's not going to catch anyone's real attention. Whereas the LEDs are, they're really going to catch your eye. They're very bright. So anyway, that's kind of the reason why I'm changing out the lights. And you do need a different adapter for your headlight to switch from its original connector to the now factory harness or factory connectors. I have a photo of them. I'll put them at the end of the video so you can see what style you need. There's 2 separate ones, and they're kind of split off of the one main one, but I'll show in the photo. There's also videos of how to make the harness, and there's lots on eBay. Just type in Harley adapter harness for headlight and they show up right away. Okay, have a great day. Hopefully this helps you out with your decision on switching out your headlights or not. They're definitely a lot better with LEDs. Okay, I'm taking it out anyway. So here's the headlight. Just take the ring off. There's one screw that goes under here. It's on an angle, so your screwdriver will come over your passing light bar and get there. And that just takes the ring. The ring has to turn slightly counterclockwise and come straight out. And then there's 3 screws. There, and there. There. That takes off the ring that holds the headlight in. Just like any standard car, it's pretty straightforward. And here's the 2 harnesses. One's really short. And then the other one just kind of pigtails off that one to the high beam. I believe that's the way they're set up. I'd have to check that. But anyway, that's the ones you'll need. I'll take them apart here and you can see what the connectors look like. Okay, so here's the sock light. That's the female end of the actual halogen bulbs. Never to be used again. Let's put that down kind of carefully because it is expensive, even though it's not really good. And then here's the connector ends that you will need for your adapter harness. They're color coded. So basically I'll double check with the test light, see which one sends power to which one, and then make my own harness for now. And then when the proper harness comes in, I'll take the headlight off. It's easy to come off. 1 screw there, and then 3 screws, and you have your headlight out and away you go. So it's very easy to get at. It's no big deal taking it out a couple times. The hard part now is I'm going to take off the covers here to get the handlebars. And there's a 5/16 nut under here, if you'll even focus and see it. And then that lifts this piece off, and then there's another bolt back here. And again, it's back here, and I can see it or not, but the camera will adjust. No, it won't. Anyway, it's back there. So I'll take this ring off, all this off the acorn nuts, and the studs out, and this big chrome piece splits in half. Long story short, there's a good video on this on the internet. Just look up Road King handlebars, and then I think one of the part suppliers put it on it, but I can't remember which one. But it's an excellent video. They're doing the handlebars, but while doing that, they show you how to get into all this stuff. It seems so simple. It's old school design, and you think you can just kind of be pretty obvious, but the bolts are hidden pretty well, so you can see here there's no hardware visible. So this will have to be popped off by the K-ring. This little piece here will have to lift off, and then all this splits right and left, and you can finally see your handlebars and all the wiring and stuff. So if you change out your lights, you do need a harness that will look like that. I'll have to have 2 pigtails going to one, and kind of like this, but with 2 pigtails, not this one. This is the old style that does not work. And then it'll go into your Amazon bulb. Unless you buy the Harley bulb, then the Harley Daymaker, then it'll go straight in, but you can buy quite a few pigtails for that price. Okay, thanks, bye-bye. So here are the 2 nuts that you have to take off to access your handlebars. They're all hidden. So there's one. You can see it good up there. Oh yeah, there. Okay, one there, and one a bit back further. And that'll just get the top pieces off up top. And there's your passing light harness plugins, one right, one left, one right. And I'm hoping to find some handlebar heater plugs in here as well. I think I saw one right down there. So just kind of going through it, but once, even if that one ring comes off, you can see what all is going on in there. See right down through to the engine, basically through the, past the frame and on down. Okay, have the nut off, and then this piece comes off. And that reveals that screw there. Okay, so just take a small screwdriver or something like that. And then pry under here. This nut doesn't take much, and this pops right off, and there's 2 more screws there. Under this screw is a nut and a washer. And my washer fell, so hopefully I can find that a bit later, but it's getting there. I'll slowly be able to access the handlebars here. Okay, with those two screws removed, you just grab this piece. It's fairly heavy. And then there you go, you can finally adjust your handlebars. So they come set from the factory for a very short person, I suppose, or else they set them real short so that you want to buy new bars. I don't know what, but I have to get in there and set them for myself at least because they're way too far back. And hopefully, now that I'm in there, I can get at the access for the heated grip wiring too. I might still have to take off the two pieces and split them, the right and left side of the headlight, but hopefully I can get around that. This will be far enough. We'll see. There we go. So just a 1/4-inch Allen socket, and then doesn't take much. A couple turns. They aren't that tight, and then just the bars. So now they're almost in line with the fork. And they feel good there. Just put my seat back on and tried them. So that's a much more realistic bar setting, I feel. I'm just 5'10", average size and stuff, and that feels good now that I have them like that. Before they're way too low and almost touch my knees and stuff like that. So it's a little of adjustment, and it should make them feel a lot better. At least to try out, and then after a while, if I still don't like them, then I can get a aftermarket bar and all that stuff where you get different cables and everything. But for now, just to use the same stock cables and stuff, I'll just leave them like that and try it for probably the summer. Okay, so that's how you adjust your handlebars. It's not that easy compared to like a Sportster or something. You just kind of adjust them. And then also now I have to adjust all my levers and stuff to get the angles right, and the mirrors and everything. But I'm putting on heated grips anyway, so all that has to come off, so it's kind of the best time to do it. So just notice in here, before you race out and buy new wiring for your bars, if you get taller bars or what have you, the wire that comes through the bar from the throttle comes down here, and there's a bunch of, it's actually looped back, so all that wire there comes down from the throttle. Let's see if I can get a good picture of it. There we go. So that wire there is a whole bunch of extra length. You got a good 6, maybe, about 6 inches, maybe 8 of extra length in that wire for your throttle. And it'll also be, that's definitely the heated throttle wire that I was hoping it was right here. So all that wire has extra length up in this little section right here, just tied off. So it's one less thing you have to worry about is longer wires if you do put taller bars on. So just ripped my bike apart looking for the heated grip interconnect 206. This heated grip wire here should connect into it, basically with a connector like that, the red and black. And going by the instructions here, it says 2014 and later Road King, that's me. Connect heated grip interconnect from figure 9 to left hand grip. Figure 9 is just a cartoon of some wiring that doesn't exist. So please don't waste your time looking for this interconnect. It is not there. I have seen videos on YouTube where it is on a full fairing bike, but this Road King does not have it. Thank goodness there is one video saying how to splice it in, where you splice into this switched wire here into the purple and black wire. So those are the headlight wires. I just pull them back for a bit better access. But don't take off your tank and everything. It's not under here. It's not in there. It's not back here. It's not under there. Not in there. It's not anywhere by your battery or by your brake system or under the engine or up under the headlight or in the handlebars. It's not by your battery, not by your fuses. It's not there, it doesn't exist. So leave your tank on, leave your seat on. Just put the grips in and then wire into that auxiliary power wire, which is key switch. So I thought it'd be ECM controlled, which would be nice, so they would only turn on when the engine's running, but at least it'd be key switch, so when as soon as you turn off the key, then the grips go off. You can't leave them powered all the time, because sure as anything, you'll forget to turn them off and kill your battery. So leave your tank on. It's a big waste of time looking for that interconnect. So got my grip power to this supplied harness. This is the one. It comes with 2 butt connectors factory fitted to the end of it. So I had to cut auxiliary power purple wire and another auxiliary European plug black wire to wire in this big ugly freaking thing right here. That there. So it's kind of unfortunate. I bought the Harley heated grip so the wiring would be easy and clean in factory, but you have to go in there and cut it all out anyway, so kind of too bad that way. I mean, whatever, it'll work, but now it's kind of like I could put it back and tidy it up a bit to make it look untouched, but now kind of go in there and modify it right off the bat, which is a bit of a shame with the new bike. Anyway, hopefully this will work and it'll be good from now on. There's a way to unclip them now, so that's good. And they are generous with the wire, like this, plus a jumper lead, and the grip wire is also pretty long, so oh well, let's put the grips on now. So just got the wires pulled through for the hand grip heaters. I just put a piece of haywire through the front of the connector. I pulled this one through first and then this one, so I did one at a time. Kind of handy. Put the bars all the way back and that opens up the access hole, and then put it through the end. I tried to use some air and help them through, but it didn't really work, so I just used the haywire and away they went. Wasn't too bad, but it's kind of tricky out. I have to pull this plastic holder out as well for the wiring for the left side switches. So on the throttle side has the rotating fly-by-wire. The trick here is to put a Allen key in. You can turn it and guide it into the tiny 2 pins, and then they're offset too. So that's kind of how I got that. These controls are odd. They don't come apart like the old ones did, so they kind of, especially on the left side here, it's kind of hung up, and then the trip meter button got a bit funky, so it wouldn't work. And then when I finally just tightened it up, it started to work again. I still got all lined up and kind of started to match it where it's supposed to be. So yeah, just a trick there is get the Allen key and put that in. So let's test them out here, and they are working, thank goodness. The left one's not as warm as the right one, which everybody says will happen, but thank goodness they're working. It was quite a bitch to put these things on. Like it should be easy, plug and play, but getting the wire through and taking all this off and no power for them, it's just kind of nuts. It's just like, I don't get it. But anyway, they're on there and they look good. Hopefully they'll work and last a good long time. Okay, so I hope this helps getting the heated grips on from Harley. They're not a quick installation, but I'm sure if you did another pair, you'd do it pretty quickly, to be honest. Some extra harnesses left over and stuff. But give yourself some time to do these. I hope the videos on YouTube help you out. Okay, have a great day. Okay, bye-bye.